Hello, hello, hello again, my friends. It's good to be back, good to be streaming. We are back once again on this fine Tuesday afternoon as we kick off our day with some Lancer. Well, afternoon with Lancer. Finally getting back to continuing our campaign. I apologize for the hiatus away from our adventures, but we are back, hopefully with another exciting session of Lancer, hopefully one that you can enjoy, and yeah, that's all there is to it. So make sure you have yourself a nice hearty mug of meat, a nice comfortable seat. Without further ado, my name's Hippie, I'm your host, and welcome to the bridge. Ooh, what's up, ladies and gentlefolk? Good to be back, good to be streaming. Hope you're all kicking ass and taking names, having fantastic days. Oh, short break. But we're back again. Oh, I'm finishing grabbing up some stuff. We are strangely missing Kaiser today, but the rest of the gang is here, so I think we're gonna chill for a little bit and wait to see if Kaiser shows up, and if not, I think we'll just full send it. We'll just go. We'll just do the do. I don't really want to keep putting off Lancer. I did apparently forget to upload episode 17. That ended up getting lost in the ether, and I feel bad about that, but is what it is, I guess. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Yeah, hopefully everyone in chat's doing fantastic. Hope you have an amazing day so far. We're gonna be getting into Lancer here shortly, and yeah, we're just gonna say hi to the gang and see what's going on. Hello, gang. How do?
Hello.
Still no Kaiser, huh?
Weirdly, no.
The chatty fellas. Randomly, unfortunately. It is 9 p.m. his time. How you guys doing? Your faces, your butts, your butt faces.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Anything exciting going on in your weeks, weekends?
I'm getting over being sick. Yay!
Yay!
I had to deal with that last week.
He's picked up the illness known as Mech Warrior.
That's not what I've had to deal with. No.
That's an illness.
It is. I fucking brought you in for like 2 games. You fucking been streaming for like 8 days now.
What?
I
blame Hippie.
It's ridiculous, dude. Like every time I see you on now, it's like I'm playing more fucking Mech Warrior. Like Jesus, dude.
He can stop anytime he wants, right?
Debatable.
It's never that easy.
Yeah, you stepped out once, John Wick. You can't just re-enter and think you're gonna leave again.
It's like plastic crack. You're not allowed to quit.
I can do whatever I want. Fuck you. Somebody threatened to beat up my dog, which I don't have.
Oh, yeah.
So
Was this like in game, or was this just randomly in the public? Hey, I'm gonna beat your dog up, and then just
neither.
oh.
It was in his dreams. His dreams.
Strange dreams.
Place where he dreams of his dreams.
A dreaming dreamer dreams. What is this? Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Yes.
Now we just started doing it again. Oh no. Sorry if I'm not super talkative because of my voice, but I am here.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, at the end of the day, if you needed to fucking rest because you're sick, that's fine.
No. I'm over it. It's just my fucking nose is still running.
Hey, as long as your nose doesn't get chapped, then everything's fine.
Oh, that sucks.
Why did my nose get chapped?
What? Yeah, what the fuck is your nose getting chapped?
Well, so it's basically, I mean, okay, I don't know if that's actually what you would call it or not, but it's basically just, when your lips get dried out, you got chapped lips, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with like the edge of your nose. That happens. Like, that was what I had to deal with the last 3 days, just because of how super fucking dusty at work, right? So it's impossible. So my nose gets really runny because of all the dust. I blow my nose, dries my, and it just ends up drying out the edge of my nose. So like the edge of my nose was just like really, really dry, very uncomfortable, very unpleasant.
Is the thing? It sucks.
I think y'all are weird. I don't think it's a real thing.
You'll need to increase your humidity.
Could also be from using really shitty,
Tissue.
yeah,
But
tissue.
like I said, I mean, a little bit of both. I mean, I know exactly why it happened, why it was the way it was, because I cleaned off one of the fans. Again, I work in a warehouse. I cleaned off one of the fans in my area. Probably a good idea, but I should have done it on my last day of the week, not on my second to last day of the week. Because then it's not my problem to deal with all that dust.
It's also a really big problem if you wipe your nose and your sleeves a lot, like a child.
No, I do not particularly do that.
Alright, well, still no Kaiser.
Could we arm a tomahawk missile and shoot it in his direction?
No, that would start World War.
Only, yeah, just completely. I was about to say only if it comes from certain places, but no, it would just start no matter what.
Yeah, anyone firing a fucking missile at someone across the goddamn Atlantic Ocean is gonna cause a war.
Okay, you say that, but like,
Have you seen the
it's only
crazy shit
if
that
they can
was?
prove it.
Have you seen the crazy shit that was happening today in California and places in New York and some other cities?
Oh God, what happened this time?
There was some like mass Free Palestine protests and stuff, and they were burning American flags and all kinds of crazy
Whew.
shit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we live in a fucking world, all right.
Yep. I think they blocked the Golden Gate Bridge at one point for a few hours, and people got so fucking road ragey and upset it almost sparked like fights and shootings.
Look,
Yep.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna block traffic, you give up the right to fucking press charges if that results in your own injury. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's definitely when the cops should step in and move people.
Yeah,
but they
because by that
didn't.
point you're disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
That is no longer a civil protest.
Yeah, we'll just drop the conversation there at this point.
Yep.
Understandable.
Alright, well, Yeah, I'm not getting a response from Kaiser. He is currently away from Discord, so. He might have. Yeah. I have a feeling he might have clocked out. He's been a little tired as of late. So hopefully he did. Alright. Let's stop the background music. Tell it.
Oh, damn it.
Wow, I didn't think it was that bad.
No, different thing.
No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, it was nothing I did. Cool. Close that, close this, close that. Then reference this. All right. I assume you guys all remember perfectly what happened last time, without any kind of
A little bit of
need for a
politicking,
reminder.
that was about it.
Just a wee bit of. Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our adventures in Lancer. Today, episode 19, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. As our adventurers, as our mercenaries, have found a more interesting path to potential solutions through diplomacy, conversation, and not shooting everyone in front of them. Man, I'm so out of practice for this. Holy shit, I'm so out of practice. It's been, what, a month?
Yeah, at
It's
least.
been too long, way too long. Oh. Alright, let's redo that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lancer. Episode 19 of the Gravity Well, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Last time we saw our adventurers, they were scheming and plotting in strange ways, pulling the leads of each of the different factions aboard Tumbuska Station into a meeting of minds. Many things were talked about, potential deals were attempted to be made. Where those lead and what might become of our brave and fantastical rejects is yet to find out, as they've been officially called into the meeting chambers of BB for final verdicts. Will there be peace? Or will all-out war begin this very day? Alright, you guys find yourselves once again aboard the elevator heading up to these more private chambers. Like more business chambers. Private's a little yeah. Fine.
The fancy conference room.
Yeah, head up to this fancy conference room. Walking down that memorable hallway where a certain someone almost got riddled full of bullets.
Auto turrets, baby.
Auto turrets, BB. They are active. They are active, and you do see them like scanning back and forth across the hallway. As the different members of the party and members of the meetings here is going in. As you enter, BB finds their seat behind their fanciful desk in the middle of the room. Most of the room's layout has actually been altered and changed. There is one central long table, seat about 10 to 12 people. Just enough to get all of you in, basically. Though everyone's finds seating a little less comfortable, just due to the fact that they're so close to people they've been trying to kill for so long. The one on the right side, closest to BB, sits the multiple heads of the government, as well as EMS military leader aboard Alaska Station, also sitting. Archer Van Glis. Seated next to him is Adriana Cambellanos, the treasurer. Nicole Alcantar, head of agriculture. Arturo Kingston, imports, exports, and trades. And Evelyn Sabine, lead justice. They are sitting in other. On that same side sits Goldilocks and one of her more. She doesn't really seem to have other like peers. They're kind of just hype men, prep boys, and people just kind of around. A little weird, but she's probably not versed in actually leading people. Across the table from them sits the Maxers, Maximilian, as well as what did I name them? And where did I put them? Camden, also known as King Snake, and Tavish Mahdi. They are seated next to Maximilian. Cam, I guess Throttle is making a bit of a huff about how tight quarters are. You notice King Snake is kind of examining around, trying to figure out where exits are, kind of interested in what's going on. Next to them on the left side of the room sits Vulcan and Finn. Fairly silent, though Finn looks a little on the nervous side. Mainly because next to Finn sits Gabriella Stern and Rick and so yeah. You guys find your seats at the opposite head, essentially, of the from BB. Directly at him. And for a bit the room's a little quiet as BB's flipping through some hollow panels their desk. You each receive a dossier, essentially, of information on like the local happenings and what's been going on between some of the gangs, and just general information on their doings as of late. Just to make sure that you're like caught up on, they've been had, and so you don't sound like idiots.
It's okay, I always sound like an idiot.
It's okay, I'm a truck driver. It also has the information of like what you guys have been doing in a bit of time. Just as you can assume this is being sent out to everyone. Right then. I assume you all know why we've gathered you. Buska Station has become a bit of a hellfire and a war zone. And I would assume most of us aren't looking for such a result for newest homes, yes? So we have gathered you all here today brainstorm potentially a better solution, a better living conditions and safety for everyone aboard the station. I do mean everyone. Found at some of the nefarious gangs, the Goldilocks and slave traders, and information brokers, as well as the Maxers and their less than ideal means of handling situations with fire, high explosives, and speed. As you might know, I've recently acquired some new equipment. And I wish to rein in power gap that's been sitting so long since all of this has begun. Now, I will not promise you all keep your current shares of everything you have, but semi-equal distribution, everything, certain. And of course, we'll do our best not to cheat anyone. You think you might. This the treasurer scoffs and laughs a little bit. You really think that talking is going to settle all these problems, all the murders and death you've caused in the streets? Each and every one of these so-called leaders, murderers, cheaters, liars, slavers. You just think that holding a meeting is going to make everything change, make everyone happy and better? And speaks Gabriella, stern, slams her table. It matters not whether everyone is truly happy with what the situation is, but if we can settle this without more bloodshed, it is better for all of us, including the station. People are tired of the bickerings and fightings, and we're all tired. Speaks up. Think for yourself, woman. Personally, I think we could finish up everything here today, now. A few guns, a couple of bullets. Whoever's left standing gets the prize. Scoffs. Well, now, I mean, we could do that, but that doesn't sound too fair to those of us who didn't bring any weapons to it. That is not my problem, child. Seems you did not come prepared. Truly defend what is yours. Goldilocks kind of stares daggers at him. Doesn't retort further. BB pipes up once again. Now, please refrain from bickering and infighting at these tables. It would be truly a shame if I had to be rid of someone. Each of the corners drops a sentry turret, automated, similar to the ones out in the hallways, and just immediately they lock onto the center of the table. Any drawing of weapons or any attempted harm to others will be met with equal, if not much more significant force. Throttle and both, who were both quite excited to start shooting, immediately kind of just like lower their weapons. You hear a safety turn, click on. Now, our wonderful host, please, there is no need for such uh, aggressive measures. I was simply joking about what could possibly have come to. Well, I was just joking. I did not mean it, I swear. I am sorry, little child. I did not mean to scare you. Now then, let us begin with what I demand of you. BB. People. Table. As you know, I have come in possession of a machine. A Baylor. A true artifact of destruction. And if I so see fit, I could rend you all to 1,000 pieces. But I have chosen mercy thanks to none other than my newest companions. Points to you guys. These mercenaries, brought here to end all of our lives in the quickest means possible, have convinced me to instead spare your life. There would be a much simpler and quicker path to be rid of you. So, my demands are each of you will surrender a fifth of your personal territories closest to what is currently known as town. All power will be congealed into one pool at this central point, and it will become the new capital, Tumbuska Station. I will begin immediately on reconstruction, personal affairs. And this building will become the new capital building for Tumbuska Station. Immediately, the government, the several heads of the governments are kind of whispering among. Do not worry, I will not be dethroning anyone. Your little puppet government continue to have their little seats of power. We will simply be adding a few more heads to the snake. A few outside voices, I believe, are needed to truly direct you toward the proper running of this station. Of course, my vote will be the heaviest, but all will be heard. We will re-evaluate the living conditions in every section of Tumbuska Station, focusing primarily on the heavily used industrial areas where living conditions are less than humane for most. Following that, you will all be she BB glances to the gang leader. You will all be displaced from your current home bases and put in different sections of the station, managed and run in a fair and clean manner, under threat of death. Or you may leave. Gabriella speaks up. Black God is incapable of leaving the station until we've completed our goal. We are to provide materials for the warfront aboard Tumbuska Prime. Surfaces become more hostile as of late, and we are in dire need of the minerals and the printers that the station provides. Well, Goldilocks pipes up. I'm really just kind of here because it was kind of fun, but this all sounds really boring. Like my dad basically owns the station, so I don't know why I don't just own the station. Really. CNH has been sponsoring Timpaska for the longest time, and little girl, your father has committed such atrocities, men and women, through his legal medical means. I don't think you should really be speaking about owning anything, except for maybe the cats and dogs you steal from the street. Uh, Once again, everyone's sort of bickering and pointing fingers and kind of not really getting along. Do one of you want to attempt to speak up? No?
Hmm. I kind of want to, but every time I try to interact with people on a large scale, it goes terribly.
I mean, that is so be it.
Uh, Kellen's gonna kind of slam his hand on the table and shout toward Goldilocks to be quiet and have him explain more of his side of the story and these atrocities that he's he spoke of. Maybe there's something more to it.
Gorlox kind of looks at you, smiles very gently. But her eyes are definitely like icicles stabbing into your chest. He obviously doesn't like being told what to do by anyone. Um, fine, yes. What horrible things have my father done to you? Oh, poor Maximilian. I am sure you know things your father has done, the experimentations on humans. There is a reason why I am so mechanical. It's due to your father's experimentations and your prototype combat drugs that so many of me and my compatriots are in need of serious medications. And it is mainly the reason I am here to begin with. If Goldilocks and her father will provide me and my crew with a proper cure for these addictions, cravings, I can promise you a more peaceful time aboard along the streets. I have been hunting for this for a long time. I am nearing the end of the wick that I can burn. But I will tell you this. Before I burn out, I will take the station with. Oh, such cute little threats. You and your little gang couldn't do anything without being told. A bunch of ruffians and street racers, barely really capable of fighting. Vulcan speaks up at that point. It's funny to hear you speak of fighting when you send your dogs in the night, steal the innocent, pry to thieve like roaches. You don't belong here, girl. You go home to your father before someone with real authority, real strength decides to displace you. I personally stand with BB. I determined this before this meeting was made. The promise of a better life for me and my people is the only thing I seek. And I will fight to the death for that as well. BB nods. Thank you, Vulcan. Please sit. Finn looks a little like uneasy. Finn doesn't really want to go with the aggressive side of things. But he's here to support Vulcan. Would any of you like to speak up again? No? Alright. BB shifts in their chair and looks to the this is the justice, the supreme justice. You are the last and final word of legal authority aboard Tumbuska Station. Though I've heard you've lost a good bit of power once you lost control of the police force, abandoned the people to their own devices, and realized you were all alone. Evelyn shifts uncomfortably in her seat. I wish to re-empower you. A justice is always required, though you will follow leniencies along my guidance. Nothing too serious, just we'll be changing some restrictions. As well as we will be disbanding the government's standing army. It will be reintegrated back to the police force. And they will run authority station. Everyone looks goes from shifting uncomfortably to a fairly fierce stature. He's very unhappy hearing once again she's losing what forces she has. The police force has already proven they cannot be trusted. They have abandoned us once. No, they've abandoned you once. They've done their duty to the people. Quite thoroughly, if I do say so myself. Till recently, I've had quite a large issue with them. Once again, thanks to my newest companions, life has gotten a little easier. Now then. Gabriella, was it? Rasputin? BP looked over to Gabriella in the Blackguard. You say that your war needs materials. Well, it would have been much easier for you to come in and simply purchase them, would it have been? Purchase them, and there's no need to steal or commit violence or conscript the poor people of Tumbuska Station into your whimsical cause. Gabrielle looks up and... You're right. But at the time of our arrival, this place was already a hellhole and in disarray. There was no way purchasing such goods and leaving in such a calm manner would have been possible. Time of arrival, we thought that we could just simply take it. The station and all, though that has obviously proven a much more difficult task. My men are tired. Our forces less than prepared. But if we can still guarantee a supply line to Buska Prime's surface, the Blackguard is open to negotiations. Once again, would any of you like to chime in? No?
I don't really have anything to say for that one. Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, the unintended consequences of creating a politics scene is that
A lot of politicking, right?
yeah.
I know.
We're just the muscle heads, man.
We're just shoot people, man. What do we do?
We accidentally politicked. What is this, barbarian stealth?
And nods sternly.
Yeah, he nods sternly. And so yeah, conversations similar to this go on for about 40-ish 40-ish minutes. Though no real conclusion seems to come to head. There are suggestions and demands. But without proper decision, conversations going in circles. You can tell that a couple of the heads are getting a little anxious, annoyed, uneasy. Most of them probably thought this would be a quick one and done, shoot everyone in the face and not actually talk to anyone. Would one of you like to actually, I guess a- does anyone have an observatory themed skill?
Read a
Like,
situation.
Spot.
Yeah, either of those would work. Would one of you like to roll one of those?
Sure. Do I need any difficulty or accuracy or anything like that? I don't know if it's I don't know the system.
No. You'll just roll with the stats on it.
Roger that.
Alright. 12. Alright, as everyone's talking and discussing, side conversations going on, Archer Vangelos has been very quiet. You've noticed him glancing around the room, quite inquisitively for most of this conversation, most of this meeting. And you do notice his hand does rest on his hip.
Is everyone still seated, or is this like a situation where people are kind of
Um,
up and around?
Most people are still seated. Throttle stood up to like stretch. They're not used to like sitting around, and Goldilocks has also started kind of wandering around the room a little bit.
I guess Count will walk up and ask him what's wrong.
Um,
Kind of folds his arms, says, "What's eating you?"
as you approach, Archer looks over to you. I would recommend not stepping further. I don't wish to engage.
Be any engagement, you just look a little bit on edge.
I'm not on edge, I'm simply making sure to monitor the situation. A room with a bunch of killers. One of them.
To a degree. I mean, technically everyone is a killer in some degree. Pretty sure there's very few innocent people about, so no real reason to be so uptight. You make you put the vibe off.
I'm so sorry I've thrown off your vibe. He doesn't look sorry at all.
Yeah. Well, can I get you a drink or something? Or just leave you sitting over here making everybody else a little bit nervous?
Kind of looks at you and just kind of stares you down. I would not drink anything you ever handed to me. Stupid.
Fair enough. Kellen's just gonna walk away.
Archer leans back there again. Resumes kind of glancing around, though he is slightly more attentive to your observation. Anyone else like to do anything?
Something going on there, Mister Archer? Was it? Yeah.
Archer, like, he lets out a sigh of exasperation.
Congratulations, now you got the trucker.
As I just told your friend, I am simply observing. Station is GMS property.
Fair enough. See anything you like?
No, I
That's
don't.
a shame. So, what do you do?
He just like
God.
stares at you like. I am the commanding officer of GMS forces aboard this station.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like, what do you do in your off time? What's your favorite kind of? I don't know. What do you do when you're bored?
He gives you a slight smirk and I stare at people.
So, do you like to write about them, or draw, or what?
No, I do not write or draw about them. Simply make observations.
We got to record them, right?
How did I get left talking buffoons?
Come on now, I ain't that dumb.
I meant all of you.
Well, I'm one of all of us, so you know, still counts, I guess.
Yeah, I'm one of them dumb ones. he just kind of turns away, like not really interested in continuing this conversation with you. Like,
Well, all right. Own the station, but can't talk to the people of the station. I mean,
yeah, I mean, he doesn't own the station, but yeah, GMS
no,
does.
I know.
Yeah,
He's just saying in general.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this dude's probably a decorated war hero from his ranking and stature, but yeah, he doesn't seem to be actually all that great at being a people person. This is probably his like the worst place to put this guy in terms of like like getting him out of his comfort zone. Like, this is, he doesn't people. This dude probably just gives orders and expects orders to be followed.
Well, one more thing, Mr. Archer. Do apologize if I'm bothering you, but what's a fellow like you, who's clearly more at home on the battlefield, doing around here?
He looks at you and well, I'm awaiting a battlefield.
I mean, do you figure it'd be around here, or are you talking in a more metaphorical sense?
You really think this little charade will work? A month, maybe 2. I'll give you that long. After that, it'll boil over like it always does. Your little squabbling fights, little attempts at claims.
Well, uh, off the record, don't worry about anything that I think. But if you were to have your way, how would you do it?
We'd restart. Station's a failure. Anyone armed will be put down and subjugated. Everyone else who complies will be given new jobs. Station will function at peak efficiency. Under this squabbling, under these outside forces.
Okay. How would you go about doing that?
Force.
Don't you reckon having that much force is gonna be somewhat detrimental to the people that are living on the station?
We'll repopulate it.
So you don't believe that any of the lives matter? They're just meat, right?
In the grand scheme of things, yes. This is one puny station in a vast galaxy. One little outreach of GMS's power.
Oh, okay.
It's been tainted and corrupted. Twisted to the means of pirates, thieves, killers, murderers, transhumanists.
Mm-hmm. What would you call the taint, by the way? Just curiosity.
What do you call the what?
Taint.
Just as like the general, he's referencing like just the people.
Okay.
All of you guys, like yeah.
Well, I guess I can see how. So you're saying you own it, so it has to go your way, right?
Not what I want, is what GMS desires.
No. I'm not asking what the company line is. I'm asking yourself.
I simply follow the company.
All the time?
It is my job and my duty
Well, okay. And okay, just hypothetical. If GMS were doing something that was kind of highly illegal, would that matter to you at all?
It would depend, but I doubt
Per
we would be doing anything so blatantly, something so easily determined.
I'm just asking. You know, not like there's any highly questionable things on this station.
Well, there's many questionable things on this station. Many of them need answers. I won't disagree.
Oh, but I mean, like, things that the ownership of the station should know about, would have to know about. Intercepted a convoy about, maybe.
Yeah. One thing I do know about. He once stands up and walks over to you. I know you currently have a GMS terrorist within your ranks. Now, if I had it my way, I'd gun you down here and now. Before the fucking hole in your head finished smoldering, I'd burn this building down as well.
Hmm?
But I'm here on GMS business. So, we do this the official way. He goes and sits back down again.
Well, nice talking to you.
Phoebe pipes up again. All right, everyone, please find your seats, settle down. Many interesting points have been raised. Concerns of assets, which, as I said, will be determined as distribution is handled. As new places are given to each of you and tasks assigned to the people, and their safety guaranteed, certain assets will be redistributed amongst you. Specifically, printers, currently held under Blackguard control, will return to station control. Buska will rightfully have control over its own printers again, so that we can more successfully recoup dwindling supplies and less than ideal conditions in certain sections of the ship. At the same time, we will still use these machines to aid those of you who, if Goldilocks and her father are willing to part ways with a curative, Maximilian and the, raging psychopaths within his ranks, we can assist in printing those as well. Maybe return them to some sort of normal life, though. Maximilian, I feel you are far beyond that. Maximilian shrugs, the clinking of his cybernetics and the shifting of the liquids in the vials along his spine. It is what it is. I do not expect to live a long life. but I am tired of seeing so many lives snuffed out at young ages. Due to one man's greed and his daughter's inability to see straight. Goldilocks once again. Personally, I'm really not all that infatuated with all these constant threats, Maximilian. I don't believe I've earned such hostility. Sure, my father might have experimented on some people, but you obviously have signed a waiver. Obviously, whatever shithole of a planet or rock you came crawling out of to make money. This is better than that, is it not? And if life is so bad, then why not simply end yours? As a suggestion of Maximilian offing himself, Kingsnake stands up with a shotgun and aims it at Goldilocks. Now you listen here, you best be treating Max with goddamn respect. Man's been through a lot, and he's held us together better than anyone else could have. You know, and I swear to God, I will blow your goddamn head off, girl, and I will do the same to your father when he comes to collect on your corpse. Goldilocks chuckles and, my dear, you wouldn't even dare think of it, not without direct orders from from Maximilian himself. This is peace talks, is it not? Raising a gun to a poor innocent girl like me. Some peace talk this is, huh? I do believe I'm going to take my leave at this point. Seems that we're not all really at a crossroad here. Some of us seem to be taking side paths, and well, again, I don't really like being threatened. You know, I'm the one who threatens. I'm the one with the information. I'm the one. Not some 2-bit thug. Led by another 2-bit thug. Gorlock stands up and begins to leave.
Sorry. Dohar will look over to Baby and just kind of raise an eyebrow.
Goldilocks, before you leave, what is it that you wanted? I've heard many voices today, but not yours. What is it you seek? What would you gain from an alliance for Tembuska Station? Goldilocks stops and... Well, I mean... Let's be real here. You all know that I have plenty of rats in tight spaces, information to gather, all kinds of fun things. What I seek is just entertainment. Something to bide my time with, while I wait to find something more interesting to do than play with an anthill. I have no real long-term goals here. At the end of the day, I'm really planning on going back and just relaxing on some sort of vacation world. That's my goal. I'm just having a little stop here. Ruby nods and... Well, if we provided you a section of the agricultural section for maybe a private getaway spot, would that be something that would interest you? No, I don't really like farms. I'm really more of a city gal. But hey, tell you what. Send me well, I know you know that I know the little things that hide in the bellies of Tumbuska Station. I ask you send me that information. BB's smile kind of drifts away. They don't speak further on the matter. And Goldilocks nods. I see. If that is not on the table, then I don't think I really want to be sitting at the table. Not with that ape, at least. Stares at Maximilian again.
Dylan's gonna kind of speak up and say, "You want entertainment? How about some type of blood sport then, to at least give Maximilian a chance to get his cure, and you a chance to achieve a higher form of excitement. Maybe a duel or like a 5 versus 5 or something like that. Your best mech warriors or lancers versus ours."
It-
I couldn't help
Our
it.
best what?
Welcome
Lancers.
to Solaris Arena.
Exactly.
What's next? We get some Super Earth Helldivers showing up.
Oh,
Yep.
fucking great.
We can hold it in section 7.
Oh, fucking Christ.
We're gonna have a cameo from the battle mechs while we're at it.
The slip. The canonic slip. We love it. Goldilocks stops and blood sports, you say? I know that used to be Maximilian's thing. That was always a bit boring on the hush hush. If we can make it something showy, something exciting, we could broadcast.
I like the way you think.
Yes. Yes, a blood sport. That would be truly entertaining. Lives of one man in the hands of another. All for prize, all for glory. And I know just where to find the people for it. Oh, that is interesting. BB looks to you, Kellen, nods in approval. Yes. Opening blood sports would certainly help ease tensions, I'm sure, over the years. Simple squabbles can be quite easily handled with a duel or two. Winner takes all, obviously. This would be a quick justice. The heads of the government kind of glance around and speak up. The Adriana Fetcher dances, and the costs of these arenas, how would they be covered? Obviously, gear and supplies would be needed to provide for such endeavors. You expect the people or us to pay for this out of pocket? I think not. Plus, blood sports have been banned aboard Tumbuska Station since day one. This is not an arguable. Phoebe glances, and you forget you are not in charge anymore. Rules are changing, my dear. And if a bit of blood needs to be spilled on a Sunday afternoon to stop it from being spilled in the streets on a daily basis, then I believe this might be a very welcome solution. As well as it might very easily settle some of the more in-depth squabbles among some of our members. Thank you, Kellen. That was a wonderful suggestion.
It was my pleasure.
The heads kind of shift around, and finally Evelyn speaks up. Now I am not wholly for blood sports aboard this station, as the head justice and manager of legal situations here. But I do also understand that this is quite the volatile situation, and it is better to release tensions on occasion, so that something larger may not happen. I, for one, agree with this decision. The other heads look a little surprised, but after a little bit of bickering, they all kind of nod and agree that maybe this isn't a bad idea to run the occasional gladiatorial arena once again. Well, does anyone have any objections to this passing new rules?
Well, I mean, you're going to have some conditionals set to them.
Well, yes, conditions will be worked out at a later date, I feel like. Today, the overarching solution, though, is what we seek, and this is certainly a very good one. It would also mean that you, my dear mercenaries, might even still keep a job once this is all done. Fighting for me.
I mean, it seems like it's a good idea for everybody else, too.
Maximilian's also kind of nodding. Vulcan and Finn seem a little less interested, because that would mean more deaths for their people if they chose to participate. The Blackguard are also a little hesitant, but also are more okay with this than open combat, because it means they can send some of their send a small amount of their more elite forces rather than sending a large amount of conscripts to get done certain tasks.
I just have one question for the more legal minded amongst us. What happens if somebody refuses?
Refuses a challenge, you say?
Mm.
Well, then I assume that's where the Supreme Justice would step in and determine if the matter truly needs to be resolved in such a way, or maybe we begin with that. Simply squabbles are taken to, well, as funny as it to say, court. We'll be taken to court, and then if a duel is required, if an arena needs to be opened for such things to be resolved, then so be it. That would be unrefusable.
Dohar kind of shrugs and looks over to Baby. Seems pretty fair to me, personally.
So hard. Sorry. BB nods. I do find this to be quite satisfactory, yeah. Congratulations, I do believe for the first time we've all agreed on one thing. Now, the next thing I would like to discuss is the de-armament and repositioning of GMS forces aboard Tumbuska Station. You are not welcome here. This is no longer your station. It belongs to us, the people, and we will not give it back. This BB looks over to Archer, who, if he could, would be like steaming.
Full cartoons.
Yeah, full cartoon steaming. You dare try and take something from Jim. You think you can just walk away from this with company, with assets belonging to the company, one of the founding company. You don't think that we would just stand for this? Even if you did wipe out the current platoon stationed aboard the stationed aboard Tumbuska, we'd be back with more. If you stopped that, we'd be back with more. And if we need to, we'd simply just annihilate the station. We can build a new one. This is the fringes of space. None of you would be missed. All the leaders are kind of staring at Archer. What? Did you think I would simply just cooperate with all of your demands? There is no back and forth here. GMS owns this station. That is final. Now, surely there is some means of cooperation we could come up with. Some sort of... There will be no cooperation. Not between some street thugs and one of the highest standing houses and companies in the galaxy. The machines you use to fight and squabble are built off of our designs. If it wasn't for GMS, you wouldn't even have the power to lift a finger to one another. This is pointless. I don't even know why I bothered being here. Archer stands up, his hands on his hip. Oh, his hand on his hip. You can see the gripping of a pistol in its bracer.
Mr. Archer, please don't brandish.
What? You think I'm scared of one man, one machine? The rest of you aren't even a blip on my radar. I simply needed to know where I could find this war crime. And its pilot, BB. And placing you under arrest with the authority of GMS. You will surrender yourself, your assets, and the machine you keep in the basement immediately. Or I will put you down here and now. BB kind of smiles and looks to Archer. Dear boy, you don't seem to understand where you are. You're in my abode. And these are my security systems. The 4 turrets around the roof first turned Archer. Then Archer smiles. See the turrets change their arc again. All 4 of them are pointed at BB. You didn't think I was just sitting here, doing nothing. No. All of you in one place at one time. There's no way we're gonna pass this up. Not only is this transhuman traitor under arrest, all of you are.
May I make an argument in the opposing manner?
Archer looks to you. What do you have to say?
Unless there's a reason that you think that transhumanist is worse than conducting the imprisonment of an NHP, I would suggest that perhaps you're slightly off the point here, sir.
Archer looks at you, actually minorly confused for a moment, and then regained his composure. I don't know what NHP you're talking about, but
It's your station, you should know about it.
under the laws of the great houses, any sign of transhumanism will be snuffed out, put down with extreme prejudice. Tired of this charade. He draws his handgun and shoots BB through the head.
I was gonna say Dohar will. The second that he twitches, Dohar will draw.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe Kellen tackles him.
Oh, so I would have assumed you all returned to your seats, hence the return to seats thing earlier. So he's on the opposite side of the table from you.
Mhm.
And Dohar, you're drawing a PTRS 41.
No, he has a light signature hand cannon. Although that would also be funny.
Just
True.
whips up the anti-fucking material rifle.
Just pulls it over his shoulder and pulls the trigger like, what now, motherfucker?
Kills
You
him
know,
and
we just all
everybody
have to go-
behind him. Jesus Christ.
We just all need hearing surgery surgery on our ears now.
Right, it immediately bursts everyone's fucking
Everyone in the
eardrums
room
inside.
is now deaf. Oh, holy shit.
But no, the draw time, between the draw and the pull of the trigger is near instantaneous. This dude probably is, not entirely human. Cybernetics are a thing.
That's what I was trying. I was thinking of it. Like when he says transhumanism, does that mean like no go on cybernetic enhancement?
No. That specifically means like what BB did.
Yeah. Okay.
Putting your body in a machine or trying to become a machine, like fully. Because that is the one decree that like Raw, when they showed up, was like, hey, don't fucking do this. It will literally end the universe. Um, yeah. The echoing of a gunshot rings throughout the room. You see BB's head simply snap back. You see blood splatter against the wall behind them. His body kind of slumps slow, like down to the chair. Several of the people in the room are a little surprised. Gabriella immediately reaches for her gun and draws it, aiming it at Archer. So does Maximilian and Goldilocks. Though the multiple heads of the government each are a little concerned, the Justice does immediately draw a gun and point it towards you guys, as in like you and the heads. The others are a little confused, though they seem to be leading towards siding with Archer. There. Now your little schemes are at an end. Surrender. Accept your punishment. And maybe we'll just execute you without torturing you.
I don't think you understand what you just did. And, we may need to leave very quickly.
Me, I understand exactly what I did. I put down the mind and host of one of the most lethal machines we've seen in history.
Are
Yeah.
you sure it's dead?
Yeah, you put down a body. Six Semper Tyrannis, motherfucker.
As you say that, you do hear a very staticky and echoey chuckle. You wouldn't think I'd leave my biological self in such a compromised state. As BB's body slowly sits up, it's twitchy, seems to be difficult holding its form as part of the face is kind of drooped and sagging. The hole where the bullet went through is not bleeding, but sparking. The blood splattered on the back of the wall slowly starts to peel off and circles back around towards BB's head and slowly fills in the gap once again. You've made a grave mistake. Mercenaries, kill this man. And with that, the nanite constructed form of BB crumbles. First time you see actual worry in Archer's eyes. What do you guys do?
What are the turrets doing right now? What are the turrets doing right now? Yeah.
In this split of seconds, you do see them begin to rotate towards you guys.
I'm gonna quick draw and try to shoot him.
You said it before I could say it.
Alright.
I already said Dohar was drawing on this motherfucker, so...
Yeah, I mean, all of you...
all doing it.
Yeah. You guys, pull your sidearms out of your jackets and, belts and gun holsters, and you just open fire. Round after round starts plinking against, Archer's chest plate, and, the first one kind of throws him back a little bit, followed by the next. Though, As they're impacting, you see a small blue shimmer before the armor is actually ever hit. It's gonna take more than that to put down a GMS commander, you apes.
Dohart pulls out the fucking PTRS. How about this?
He
I cover my ears.
yeah. He dives. Everyone else is like scrambling. The members of the government, specifically
Specifically, I duck behind Dohar as I cover my ears. Like, I'm crouching behind him. 'Cause that would be the least awful spot to be at.
Yeah.
Dylan's gonna shout to Goldilocks and Maximilian, if you guys seek some fun, why don't you join in or, lend us a hand?
As you say that, Goldilocks smiles and, you're right. Let's join in, boys. She snaps her fingers and blood spurts from Throttle's chest cavity.
Dohar pulled the trigger.
Yeah, yes.
You pull the trigger. Yeah. So yeah, you level the PTRS, pull the trigger. Actually, let me give me a combat roll. Actually, I wouldn't actually shoot the gun.
Okay, hold on. Assault?
Shoot the gun.
Oh, okay, sorry. Fair.
An assault is technically for like physical combat. Nice. Yeah, so the shot fires out, it echoes and deafens the room pretty thoroughly. The round slams into Archer's side, and for a moment you do see the blue flicker, and then it cracks and fails as it then tears through a chunk of his side, spatters blood across the ground. It's not a dead-on hit, but it is a wounding hit, and in his dive, he's thrown backwards into the side a little bit, and he kind of falls more so behind BB's desk. You can hear him swearing. You also hear Maximilian swearing as he turns towards Throttle and simply slams his fist past her and into something that was behind her, or someone, as more blood splatters the wall behind them, with a flickering and fading of camouflage suit. What was probably a man slumps to the ground without a head.
Jesus.
I knew it! You cannot trust the little lying witch! And Maximilian also pulls a gun. Having caught Throttle and is now dragging her back towards the hallway that everyone is fighting for. And at that point, the security turrets start opening up. There is no obvious control over them. They just begin shooting. I need each of you to roll for some sort of evasion, whether you're using a stat to do so or just base. So something like get somewhere quickly might be viable.
Have that and survive.
What about, I was gonna say survive.
Survive is more like a nature thing. I wouldn't really.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
But I do have get somewhere quickly, so I can roll that. Anyways, both are just +2, so if it changes anything.
What about stay cool?
I mean, if you're panicking, if you're about panicking, sure, but I wouldn't really consider that like a proper evasion.
And what is the base roll again? Just a d20?
Yep, d20, b d10.
so here's my my stupid use of show off. Dohar is going to dive towards the asshole he just shot. Put him in between the gun and him.
I mean, you would have to dive across the table and over a desk. You could dive towards him for sure, but like you wouldn't reach him to put him between you and the gun.
Okay, he's gonna move towards them then.
Okay,
He's
yeah,
diving towards them.
you sort of like, you do your best to like dive and weave towards, like through bullets, basically. You also all need to remember, none of you are wearing actual armor.
Do I have my thermite charge on me since it's part of my gear?
I mean, would you have brought it to a meeting like this?
I brought my gun, so probably.
I mean,
Anything that could be concealed under a suit, like, let's be real.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
Let's be
gonna.
real.
sure.
Yeah,
How
we're
thick-
not the guests
Do
here.
we know what's below us exactly?
No, you haven't a fucking clue.
Okay, I'm gonna take my thermite charge, place it on the floor, kind of a distance from me.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm on the ground, and just detonate it and see if it makes a big enough hole for us to jump through.
Okay. Yeah, you start doing that. You start setting up the thermite as the turrets just open up over you. For if you're paying attention, you do watch as several rounds just tear through Arthur Kingston, the imports experts trades guy, and just shred him. His upper torso is little more than meat
Jeez.
chunks when his legs hit the ground. They also cut through what you can only assume is more of Goldilocks' minions. Two more what once were cloaked bodies, now full of holes slumped to the ground. One behind you guys, and another one up near the head where BB was, and where Archer is now like crawling on the ground. As you are diving towards and like weaving towards Archer, Dohar, you can hear him swearing and cussing, and you also hear him over what you can only assume is comms. Fuck it, begin the operation, burn the city to the ground.
Oh. Well, now you're not gonna care.
Now it's gonna be an open war between at least the criminals and GMS, if not the criminals fighting each other as well. This is gonna be fun.
And yeah, immediately you hear the sound of heavy gunfire, as well as I guess Xander, you'd recognize the sound very, very well. The sound of bullets tearing through buildings.
Okay, yep.
Specifically the building you're in.
Yep, that's real bad.
The building shakes a little bit as an explosion goes off somewhere, and yeah, emergency lights click on, power goes out. The room's just blaring red with sirens now.
Does that turn the turrets off?
Yes. Say yes.
Okay.
The turret's shut down, if at least momentarily.
I'm gonna go ahead and... You know what? If the turrets are down... Okay, hold up. We still have... I'm just gonna shoot fucking Goldilocks. Fuck it. She brought assassins. She brought assassins into this fight. Fuck it. I'm...
Fair.
Dohar's gonna go deal with the military asshole, so I'm just gonna shoot Goldilocks.
I mean, you're not wrong. I also don't know why anyone's surprised. Yeah, no, of course she brought in fucking killers.
See, I'm more surprised they got to this point.
She's fucking good at her job.
Yep, that's fair. She's got really good stealth people. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna shoot Goldilocks. Fuck it, we ball.
Alright. You may attempt shots at Goldilocks.
Do you want me to roll anything in particular, or just a?
It's gonna be combat dice.
Okay, so that would just be. If I can find the right fucking page. There we go. Had to scroll down. Medium signature, I guess.
I don't know. What are you shooting her with?
Just my heavy pistol, which I guess would just be a medium signature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any modifiers you want me to apply to this?
Actually, I need you to roll invisibility.
Oh, she went invisible.
Yeah, she's phasing out at this point. So, yeah, I need you to roll a d20 to 50-50 it.
Huh. You can't put invisibility on the regular roll. Interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, roll the d20 first, or the attack?
Yeah, roll the d20 first to determine if your attack can actually hit. It can. So go ahead and follow up with your.
Now, of course, the attack rolls shit.
Well, yeah, you turn and start firing rounds off towards Goldilocks. She gives you she sticks her tongues out and flips you off as her body fully fades into the background. Your bullets kind of splatter against the wall behind he was. Kellen, what are you doing?
I'm seeing where this is, seeing if I can make a.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're thermite charging.
Yeah.
All right. While you're working on that, Maximilian is barking orders at King Snake, demanding, trying to get him to move, as King Snake is just fucking opening fire with the shotgun, just plastering walls and the table, chairs, just shooting whatever he can to make noise and shoot gun.
Got it.
He is obviously immediately in like a kind of a craze. Probably because his friend just fucking got executed. And B, because maxes are maxers, and you can see the vial jutting from his leg. He's injected something. He hasn't hit anything. It seems he's just trying to shoot wildly.
Impressively missing. Good.
Well, I mean, you never know where the assassins are, right?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. I mean, it seems like the turret's got him pretty good.
And yeah, Maximilian himself is picks up the coughing, bleeding corpse of Throttle and starts making his way towards the exit door. Rasputin and Brick and Mortar have set up a very solid, defensible triangle. Brick and Mortar have deployed combat shields, like physical metal shields, and have tucked Rasputin behind them in hopes of, deterring any potential assassin from taking care of business, and or stopping anyone from shooting her. Yeah. Kellen, you successfully have placed an armed thermite charge. I assume you'd like to use it.
Yeah, I want to make sure everybody's a fair distance away and then try and cut a hole in the floor.
I mean, the term everybody isn't necessarily functional, but your team is.
I'm gonna be totally real. Flynn is probably the only person I don't want getting hurt out of it.
I was gonna say, Finn and Vulcan have
And damn it.
taken a place. They've found cover near where the table, like near underneath the table, and it is within relative danger zone of your thermite. Once the blast actually goes off.
I mean, it's not so much a explosive as like a heat explosive, so
Yeah.
maybe it won't hurt him. So I guess I'll just detonate it.
All right, you kick it off. It begins burning and soldering through the floor. Immediately, the fire alarm goes off, and the sprinklers kick on and start spraying everyone with water.
Anything that's invisible is no longer.
Yes,
All part of the plan.
I planned this.
Does that mean Goldilocks is visible now?
So the camera doesn't immediately just stop, but you do see water bouncing off of 4 figures that weren't there before. One of them is moving towards the front entrance. One of them is on the opposite side of the room near where brick and mortar are. And then the other 2 are about 10 feet to your guys' right, moving towards you. I guess it would just be Xander and Kellen, because Dohar moved towards the front.
So is the thermite actually making any purchase and cutting a hole in the floor? Or is it just like...
It's functioning. Yeah, it's doing its function, but again, it's not really telling what's underneath this. So.
I'm gonna draw and try to shoot at one of the figures if I can.
All right. Your gun.
Let's see. Any difficulty or anything like that?
Yeah, do the difficulty 1. They're invisible. The suits are still functioning, but they're obviously a little bit more easier to spot.
I think I did this correctly.
We'll find out. Yeah. So yeah, the shot goes off but misses. And yes, you did do that correctly.
Nice.
Yeah. 1d20 plus 3, then minus 1d6. Yeah, that is correctly stated. Yeah, shot goes wide as it zips past the invisible figure moving towards you guys. Xander.
Alrighty. So there's how many invisibles? 4?
4. One is Goldilocks heading towards the main door. One is near Brick Mortar and Gabriella, and then 2 of them are moving towards you and Kellen.
Okay. I will. I'll just. Do I want to shoot? I'm gonna shoot. Goldilocks again.
Fuck my life. This bitch gotta go. Alright. You shoot a Goldilocks again.
Do I need to roll the roll for invisibility or no?
No, it'll be at a minus it'll be at 1 difficulty. So 1 minus
Okay,
1d6.
so just call it soft cover
Yeah.
and move on.
Yeah, soft cover.
Oh, that time it was a lot better.
It was, yeah. You turn and fired at Goldilocks. You do see it like nick her, and she staggers as she's starting to head off the door. You also hear just kind of she swears under her breath a little bit as she keeps moving. Dohar.
This boy's dying.
Yeah, good.
I gotta kill this man. Alright.
What would you like?
I mean, so are you moving up to him, or are you just gonna shoot through the desk?
No, he's moving towards him first.
Okay. You move up and around the desk, and yeah, he's there. You do see him. He has already applied a medical patch. The chunk of flesh is gone.
That's cute. He reloads the fucking PTRS.
Isn't reloading for you a full action?
Yes, because it's a loaded.
Okay.
Ordnance.
I was about to say, you'd probably be better off just pulling your handgun, but that's fair. The PTRS is dramatic.
All right. You reload, and that.
Mm-hmm.
You just ominously staring at him, just
Ominously standing there and throwing another fucking round into it, like, you're gonna die.
He stares back at you. You really should pick a lighter form of weaponry for close quarters combat. He levels his handgun at you and fires it. Oh, that's right. I didn't fucking finish the stats sheet on that shit. That's fine. Plus. Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, crits. Crits are double damage? I don't remember.
It's been a long time since anybody got one.
Right.
For light stuff like that. I'd assume.
Right. It's been too long.
We've had many, many not combat sessions.
We have had many not combat sessions. Zoltan bullets, it's a critical hit. Roll all damage twice and choose the highest half. That's what it is.
Okay.
Oh. In that case.
So you just get a free reroll, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, because these are hand weapons, they don't really have rolled damage,
What?
right? I was just saying, don't none of the hand weapons, like personnel weapons, have rolled damage? They're all just a flat number.
Yeah. For you guys, yes.
Oh, okay.
Technically, I don't have weapons for human NPCs. It's weird. I go into it. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Hence why I had to like make a stat sheet for this. Either that or it just didn't download properly when I first loaded this up. So either way, I need I guess do this. Boop. And then boop because it says twice. So take the highest.
So he takes the 6.
Takes the 6, yes. Yeah. I do believe I said if you chose to wear like armored clothing, you have 1 armor, right? I believe I said that.
Yeah, I believe so, something like that.
So you reduce it by 1 and turn it to 5.
Okay.
He then stands up and starts like kind of hobbling away. He's definitely injured, but he's definitely still functional. You can tell. All right. The thermite burns through the floor. You hear a loud clanging as what was there falls through fully. Kellen, do you want to go in, or do you want to direct?
I'm gonna signal everyone that isn't currently trying to kill us that there's an exit over here if they need it.
All right. Vulcan and Finn are the first to notice since they're right there. They nod, and both of them dive down into the hole.
Can I can I use? Okay, sorry. Can I tell Kellen to protect Finn and I'm just totally fucking with names right now. Vulcan, thank you. Oh my god, just total brain fart. Can I tell Finn to protect holy shit! Can I tell Kellen to protect Finn and Vulcan and then give him a leadership die for that?
I mean, is that what you're gonna do?
Yes.
Then do it. Don't ask me if you do it.
Yeah.
It's something you can do.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I'm gonna holler over at Kellen to protect Finn and Vulcan. Yeah, and then give him a leadership die for that.
Alright, yeah,
I got you, and I'm just gonna give him a thumbs up and then point to Dohar, who's probably missing a bit of, like, himself.
I actually don't know how much health you guys have anymore. It's another thing I haven't looked at in forever.
Player health is pretty much just 10 plus our whatever our like armors give us.
Okay. So 10 right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say pilot gear. I mean, there's probably a few like skills or whatever that might give you an extra health. I don't know. Maybe grit does.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
I think we get some level. Yeah, it's not a lot.
What to do? Gotta do this. Gotta do that. And fantastic. All right. So, brick mortar, or as they're keeping watch, the cloaked figure comes up behind them, but is quickly dispatched by Rasputin. Her quick and precise movements simply just put it down. A couple shots to the knees and then one to the head, ends their life quite quickly. They see the hole that is been made by Kellen, and Brick specifically orders, really does kind of order Rasputin to get in. Almost dragging her along as he moves the shield up. At this point, you do hear the chime for backup power beginning to turn back on.
Can I call BB? Because I'm having seen the disintegration. I'm going to assume he is not obviously here, and I'm going to call him and ask. If he picks up, he picks up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Are we wearing like earpieces by chance?
I would assume so.
Cool.
You guys were like contacting each other before at the
Oh yeah,
gathering.
you're right.
Unless you took it out.
No. In that case, I'm gonna try and contact BB.
You ring out, and you don't get an immediate response. Door, what are you doing?
The gun is loaded. The trigger is being pulled.
The gun is loaded. I assume you're not like bracing or anything, right? You're just fucking shooting it.
No, he's pissed.
All right. You shot my boyfriend. my nanite boyfriend.
That wasn't even the real boyfriend. You shot him. You stupid son of a bitch.
You shot my fake real boyfriend. Time to die.
You shot me. That ain't personal. That was personal, motherfucker.
All right, fire your gun.
Oh, he did.
Oh, you did, yeah. Sorry, I don't have it up on my main screen. I have it up on my side screen. Yeah. You fire again. That thing doesn't put out a crazy amount of damage, huh?
I mean, it's supposed to be that like this thing can actually damage a mech.
True.
So, like,
right, it is
I don't
mech
know.
damage. Yeah, you're not wrong there. It is technically mech damage.
I don't know what that would do to a person.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You're very right on that. So yeah, it he's moving and it slams into his back once again. That blue field kind of flickers and shatters, and the round puts a nice clean hole through like his lower abdomen. And he just gets thrown across the room and slams into a wall and slumps to the floor.
Would the sound of that gun firing cause people in the room to flinch?
Like a little bit, yeah. Most
14 millimeter, yeah.
Yeah, most people here are used to the sound of gunfire outside of maybe Goldilocks. But yes, it is a loud concussive noise. So yeah, yeah, it's very shuddering, very sudden. At this point, Maximilian and them have left the room and are like heading towards the elevator. You also have lost sight of Goldilocks.
It's gonna be an awkward elevator ride.
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys start funneling into the hole, you do hear you do see the lights flick back on, and you hear the hum of the backup generators fully kicking on again. And then you see the little red laser lights. That means the turrets are active again. What do you guys do?
Turrets catch the remaining assassins?
They haven't opened fire yet.
I'm gonna definitely get in that hole if everybody that's alive is already proceeded to get in the hole.
Kellen dives with the hole. Xander, what are you doing? You can't find Goldilocks in the room anymore.
Yeah. How close is the hole?
You could run to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the hole.
No, you jump in the hole. Rasputin, brick, and mortar follow suit shortly after. The loud thuds of brick and mortar hitting the ground in full combat gear is very, very loud. Dohara, you join the coup. You're gonna go try and finish off the man.
He's pissed.
He's
Wait,
been...
did Dohara already do that?
No,
He put a hole through him.
they didn't put a hole. I didn't say he died.
I thought that was okay. I thought that was a killing blow. Shit.
No, I didn't say it killed him. Yeah.
He will pull his fucking pistol and walk up to him, regardless of the pain that he's in. Like, I told you, so all tyrants. And fucking pull the trigger against his head.
God damn.
So you you pull the trigger, and the round goes through his head. His body slowly kind of slumps to the side. The hollow pad on his wrist is alight with comms and all kinds of noise. You killed him, but he might have been the one person who could have also told the GMS to stand down.
Oh well, he was fifth.
Yeah, I mean, hey, their leader's gone. Well, current leader's gone. The only people remaining in this room are the three remaining government leaders. They've all just kind of been cowering under the table.
Are the turrets like doing anything?
They are revving up.
Would there be time to turn them off?
Unfortunately, you're not sure if there would be. This is BB system. The fact that the GMS guy defeated it was probably pretty surprising.
Well, he's got his compad is still active, right?
It is, yeah.
Fuck it, try to turn them off from there.
You start fiddling with his compad.
Hacker fix, I guess. I don't
Yep, hacker fix. Give me one.
know. No.
No. You attempt to put in the, fiddle with it, but it's with the mixture of the blood and like everything going on, it's hard to get to the menus you need to. Would you like to give another attempt?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
I was about to say, at risking getting shot.
Fuck it. No, really?
Damn.
Twice?
Yep. That's twice. Yeah, so as you were continuing fiddling through, you see one of the red dots streak close to you, and then it disappears as it passes behind you and opens fire. Yeah, you're doing the thing, aren't you? Yeah, you're doing. No, I'm gonna roll to hit. It do be hitting.
Yep, the soul hits. So evasion is technically 10.
Yep. Nope, not that. That's absurd. Oh, not either. Out here. Almost put a lot of damage in there. No, two. Blap, 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 blap. As one of the turrets begins to open up, sprays across your back. As it opens fire, I need to roll for these nerds. Oh, unfortunate. I said Kingston died, yeah. Nicole, unfortunate. And the Justice gets 2.
Damn.
The 20 will get it.
I'll just say, yeah.
The as Adriana as the turrets begin opening fire, Adriana, her calm demeanor breaks, and she stands up and begins to run, and is cut down by another one of the turrets.
No.
Followed shortly by Nicole, hoping to capitalize on it being busy blasting away Adriana, forgetting there were 2 other turrets that are also around. There is little left of his upper body, as the first round just takes his arm clean off, and the rest just shred his head and upper torso. Evelyn remains composed and manages to crawl under the table and work their way towards the hole in the floor, diving slowly into it. Dor, you're the last person in the room. Do you want to try and turn on security systems again, or do you want to leave?
He'll leave. but he's going to do it in typical Dohar fashion by picking the fucking body up and using it as a shield as he leaves.
Okay. You lift the body. It's pretty fucking heavy because it is an armor and you're not.
Yeah.
What side are you pointing it towards? Because unfortunately you are surrounded by turrets.
They were by the window, weren't they?
There's one in each corner.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll do a D4.
Alright.
Number 4.
Alright. That is in the direction you're heading. Cool. So yeah, you manage to, you lift it up and just kind of hold it up as you charge towards the hole in the ground. There is not much left of the body as you more stumble into than actually purposely step into the hole. And as you're falling, there's a loud ka-thunk. You hear the shattering of metal and steel and the bending and warping of plascrete, as the room above you erupts in fire.
Oh.
A warhead streaks in, slams through the building, and blows the room.
Well, bye, Justice. Oh, wait, no, Justice got out. That's right.
Yep. Bye, Justice, as you're like sitting on her.
Sitting next to her. I mean, hi, Justice. Sorry.
So, it appears that the GMS had never planned to cooperate. Whether the government agreed or not, they had their own ideals. Seems that the cult of Ra was a step too far. And as doctrine decrees, extreme prejudice is to be taken in exterminating any such signs. GMS is on a purge, and you guys are in a building getting full of holes.
I got a patch.
Yeah, as Dohar is falling through the hole in the floor, I'm gonna look over to the Blackguard group and ask if they're willing to part with a med patch or med stim.
Gabriella looks at you. I am not so stubborn as to turn my back on those who have aided me, and those who might be a potential ally in such trying times. Mortar, do your thing. Yes, ma'am. He slams his shield into the ground as it braces, and he detaches it. He turns towards Dohar. All right, little bud, this is gonna hurt a whole lot more than getting shot.
Oh, boy.
He pulls out a syringe and just jabs it into the wound and releases it. And biofoam just fills the gap to an agonizing, like, it's not gonna bleed no more, but you're stuffed. Like, the hole in you is...
Oh, God. Feels like I ate too fucking much. What the hell?
Look, my friend, it'll keep you alive.
Thank you. All right, I guess we're even. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't move too much. That stuff will dislodge if you're too active with it, so.
Yeah, got it.
All right, on your feet.
We don't have to move.
He grabs
Also,
you by your shoulder, just pulls you.
He's still holding what's left of this body as he stands up.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh shit.
Boy just kind of smirks. The Justice also looks around at you guys. Well, it seems negotiations have failed. As the last remaining head of, well, what was once Tumbuska's government, it is your I order you to keep me alive. And when this is all through, we will return to proper peace talks. I can't believe they're all fucking dead. I hated Arthur, but the other two just... He looks over at Vulcan. Now might be your time to step back up. We're gonna need someone with... well, the authority that you once brought. Vulcan just kind of looks at her in kind of eyes of disapproval. He obviously doesn't want this job, but, you know, without any leading head, might be a little problematic.
Dohar kind of like smirks and looks over at Vulcan. Shit, you worked in the system too?
I was master engineer once, yes.
He just sort of like he's not wearing a hat, but he tips a fake hat.
Right. It's best not to linger here when they're demolishing the entirety of this building. Does anyone else know how to get out of here?
Well, there is the elevator.
You guys are currently sitting in what can only be described as like a some back supply room, like in more of an industrial level one. There's like heavy like parts of heavy machinery here. There's also like actual, like some of the more internal circuits and machines that run the building can be found here as well. There's a door heading out. It seems to lead down a engineer's like corridor, maintenance corridor.
Kellen's gonna kind of try to get Rasputin and Vulcan's attention and say maybe you guys should get your forces together and get people moving in this direction before the government completely separates us and kills us all.
Finn speaks up. We didn't bring anyone out of a sign of good faith.
But you could still drop a line to your people and see if you can get them moving, at least get the ball rolling.
Yes, we can certainly give it a go. Finn opens up their comm device and begins trying to calm through. Just trying to calm through. And without much delay, they're jamming signals. I can't get through. We'll need to take out whatever they're using to cut off our communications first, and then we can get some help.
Where are our mechs?
Downstairs in the basement.
Okay,
Oh,
that's what I
good.
figured.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, Kellen's gonna try and find a way out.
Oh yeah.
So we just head towards. You said we were in like a storage room.
Yeah, it's like a. Well, so it's probably.
Maintenance room.
Yeah, it's a maintenance room. So you guys book out of the room. It's not hard to find your way back into a more proper like section of the building. It's the maintenance corridor is pretty straight. They don't allow for many offshoots. But upon entering a main hallway within the what did we end up calling this?
BB's
Fuck.
bar.
It was just his casino. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
his
been his
casino.
casino the whole time. Yeah,
Yeah, it never got a proper name.
yeah. I hate fun fact I forgot to give it a proper name still. So yeah, BB's casino. The casino inn bar pub club.
BB's Casino, the casino owned by BB.
Right, BB's casino. So yeah, as you guys like are at the door heading into a more like proper hallway of floors, you hear the sound of gunfire and boots stomping by. It seems GMS is in fact sieging the building. What do you guys want to do?
Get the mech.
Gonna find
Yeah,
a
we
way
have to get to the
mech in
basement more than it.
in our
Yeah, we
gear.
gotta get to the basement, that's for sure.
What was that, Cullen?
Get to our gear in the mechs.
Yep. All right. So you guys continue moving on. Are you being sneaky about it, or are you just going?
I was gonna say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did the Maxers jump through the hole or did they go out the door?
Elevator.
They went to the elevator.
Yep,
Okay.
they took the elevator.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus us 4. Wait, us 3. Sorry. Wait, no, I was right. I'm gaslighting myself. Holy shit.
Could we be quiet with the amount of gear that Brick and Mortar are carrying around with them?
I mean, you can always send them off in a different direction too.
This is true. But I'd also rather have them with us because we're the most fully armed, and even they don't want to try. I'm pretty sure even they don't want to go 2v however many squads are going to be in their way, and they also don't know the building. Granted, neither do we, but we would know it slightly better.
True.
We just need to get to the basement, and then we have mechs, which is at least something.
Is true. All right. Well, you guys make a break for it. Storming out of the door, you do see a couple of BB's security dead on the ground. Probably have been, taken out by the previous force you heard going by. To the right in the hallway points towards the stairs, and elevators are also.
Stairs.
You don't want to take the elevator?
No.
Why
That's
not?
asking for a bad. That's asking for a bad time in an emergency situation.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you guys should take it. It's faster. Just take the elevator.
No, elevator's how you get stuck. Getting stuck is death.
Wow. Nice, yeah. You guys run to the stairs. Dohar, you're movable, but yeah, it fucking hurts. Yeah, getting a hole punched in you sucks ass.
Yes. I didn't hear no bell.
Good, because we're still moving.
As you guys are making your way down the stairs, you're about 10 floors up when you hear the sound of footsteps coming from below. It sounds like maybe 8 dudes. They're moving pretty fast.
I asked Brick and Mortar if they have any grenades.
Mortar just fucking smirks. Ma'am, do I have permission to blow them the fuck up? Disputing. Weapons free, Mortar. Mortar levels is
We do need the stairs intact, though.
Are we sure that they're even GMS?
well
As I'm gonna. Wait, how close? Can we tell how close the boots are?
10 floors down. Well,
From us?
probably not 10 floors. Probably closer to 5. Yeah.
Can I try calling BB again?
Sure.
Yeah.
It rings again a couple times. Towards the last the ring finally, someone picks up on the other end. The face of BB once again appears as a hollow display, but it's jumbled. The connection is not clear, and it definitely seems like BB's struggling to like retain the call.
Can we, yeah, that would be due to the jamming interference, yes?
Yeah.
Probably? Okay. I'm gonna ask BB if he has any force, if he had any extra security moving through the building, or moving up the stairwell.
Yes, security is moving. Connection is bad. Can't keep focused.
And and then I'll ask BB if he's in the basement with the other mechs.
Flesh is in the basement. Nanites, third floor.
Okay, so I guess we make a detour at the third floor then.
If you want to collect his Nanite body, sure.
Oh, I misunderstood. Okay, never mind then. Not worth it. Probably. Anyways. In that case, I'm gonna call out, well. Is it the kind of stairwell where you can see people? Like,
kind of, yeah. Like, if you look down, you can see people down there.
Okay, yeah, I'll look down and can I tell if it's, I would be able to tell if it's GMS versus security, right?
I mean, when you peek over the ledge, bolts come up at you.
Okay. I wave mortar, it was mortar with the explosives, right?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't gonna not do it anyways. He had already opened fire.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, when you started calling, I already just went thump.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
He opens up with his 12-round drum 40 mic, so... yeah, there's just explosion after explosion after explosion. It's loud, deafening, and very cacophonous in this narrow, fucking stairwell. You can barely hear his laughter over the sound of explosions.
Understandably, blame him.
And as the last shell goes flying out and explodes, he pulls back and slouches down and begins to reload. Well, if nothing else, plenty of cover. Now then, ma'am, shall we get going? Newton turns and nods and... Well then, it is our duty to keep the justice here alive. It's only appropriate that, it is the law that is what remains. Stands up, readies her, assault rifle, and, looks at the group. Well, rejects, let's go win a war. And,
Kill him down.
and, I will end the session there. Because we don't have enough time for actual mech combat.
Yeah,
Because I'd love to.
I'm assuming clearing the stairwell gives us free shot all the way down to the basement, which is correct?
Sure. Yeah, about correct.
I just figure because the basement's kind of like the checkpoint.
Yeah,
in this
essentially.
case.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up there as yeah, because we just easy peasy. Unfortunate Kaiser just I guess
Conked
fell
out.
asleep. Yeah, I think he just clocked out. That's fine.
Yeah. We kind of ruined his chance of joining GMS too.
Yeah.
Oops,
Yeah.
sorry.
Also, can we canonize it like during that whole thing? He was just asleep in a chair. He just happened to lean over and fall in a hole. And then
He went to the bathroom on the way up.
He fell asleep during the politics.
he had to pee, so he never made it. We'll meet you at the bottom.
Oh. The shrimp didn't agree with him.
Right. No, I did want all of you guys here, but I kept putting it off because one of you guys kept not being able to make it, or I was wicked tired, and I didn't want to put it off more because we're
Yeah, I
coming up on the Lancer book coming out physically again, and like I wanted to like take a break and like prep for that, you know.
Very
Like
reasonable.
I didn't want to fucking do that in the middle of some shit, so I want to get this like little bit done and then take a little bit of break as I prep with an actual Lancer book and shit. Oh
There's
man.
something nice about having the book compared to the digital, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah. But yeah.
just in general, there's just something nice about it.
I mean, so for me, it's I can have both. I have I
Yeah.
have multiple rule sets open and stuff, and just information around.
Yeah, of course. It makes a little bit of your bookkeeping easier, pun
Mhm.
intended.
Yeah.
But there's just something nice about having the book sometimes compared to the digital format.
Boomer take. I find it easier to read books than like a digital form of media, for whatever reason.
It depends. Like, if I'm looking for a specific thing, it's usually faster to just find it in the PDF. But if I'm trying to read it and understand the system, then the book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also with the digital stuff, it depends on how well integrated the UI is.
Yeah.
Because like a book will usually have a good glossary or index or what have you, and you can just be like, okay, go to these pages, flip, 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 find it.
Yeah.
If
I use Drive Through RPG for most of my books, and it's really, really good for all of the shenanigans of like bookmarks and all that, so it's really convenient for that. But yeah, I am going to bounce the fucking out of here because get food in me. I'm very hungry.
understandable.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. It was good to be back. A little scuff because I misplaced some things, but I hope you guys had fun.
It was fun. We almost had arena combat. Almost.
Oh, I mean, hey,
Returning to arena
the
combat.
the one person who agreed it is still alive.
This is true.
That person.
Oh no! Everyone that disagreed is dead. Oops.
Whoopsies! Talk about fixing the agenda, huh?
And hey, look at that. The people I was most bothered by. Well, that's not true. I don't like any of them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, all the heads of the factions are still alive.
Yeah.
Except for GMS.
Well,
he
I
wasn't
wouldn't
even
say.
a head. He was more like a
He's
hand.
the general, whatever.
Yeah.
He was more like a hand than the head.
Yeah.
Standing leader. Or current standing leader.
Yep. All right. I'll catch you guys all next time. Thanks for being awesome.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, chat. It has been a blast. Thanks for hanging out and being awesome. Oof. I noticed like 20 minutes into stream, I had forgotten to change my scene over again. I do that all the time. I hate it because it looks so scuff and bad. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the adventure. I need to clean my shit up a bit. Not gonna lie, that was a little messy, but yeah, good times. I love your faces. I love your butts. I'm gonna be bouncing on out of here. I might. No, I shouldn't stream tonight. I'm gonna fucking stream tomorrow. I have plenty I can do tomorrow. I'm not gonna stream tonight as much as I want to. I will see you guys all tomorrow morning. I love your faces. Sad with that, the tavern doors will be closing. So finish your drinks, ladies and gentlemen, and until next time, bye-bye.